If only I can make a deal with God.
You gotta be more careful with who you bring on.
Whoa!
I trust her, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
As terrible as the Holocaust was, they found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries.
No, literally, it was. I think that is unfortunately true. There was like a lot of experiments that were inhuman. Then there was a lot of information we got out of it.
It's because of her.
When people go in and rip a content creator apart like that, no matter what like really happens, it gives me anxiety.
Doesn't make
Okay.
sense science-wise to say that you are eating the same as somebody who's a size 0. Like you bet.
What is wrong with what she's saying so far? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like that person's like, guys, I only ate 800 calories today. I didn't lose weight. Did you 800 calories for your first breakfast? You know what I mean? Like,
begged her to come hang out with me. I didn't know her or you, but she pulled you a favor.
I urge everyone to check out Colossal is Crazy's interview with Lion Maker. It's surreal.
Yeah, I mean, and he went to jail, and he deserved to go to jail, like, which is whatever.
Too bad.
okay, wait, what? Is this the stuff that people like? Who? None of this is that. None of the thyroid. No, stop with the thyroid shit. Nothing makes it impossible to lose weight. You can go in a calorie deficit. It's objective facts. Like, it can be more difficult for people, especially people with like eating dependency issues that like, use food for coping. Like, I'm there. I get it because I do that. But like, it's shush.
They're bringing their significant other that you dislike greatly.
Tana Mojo.
Yeah.
Mojo?
I also take ownership for the Tana. The Tana thing was my.
Oh, that was so long ago.
Was my idea.
And they sort of
The N-word thing was her idea? Yikes. Behind every great man is a racist woman.
sort of filled in the blanks and said like, all right, you gotta hate women. You gotta hate women like this or whatever.
The truth is that I've been a giant piece of shit for the past.
You think Ian is the main boss, even though Ian would never publicly defend me, even if you threw acid on his skinned-alive body, maybe, but he's probably too pussy. And Chris would stick up for me, but sure. Okay, this is from like 5 years ago, so like, okay.
God, I don't even know how many months at this point.
You listened to iDubbbz advice over the bond of
Is this her? Who the fuck is this blonde woman? She looks completely different.
friendship that you had with Celestia and eventually regretted that.
No matter like how serious it is, right? Like even when
Okay, sorry.
And eventually regretted that.
Matt, only 17 when they began dating. She was 24. Yeah, it's a little problematic.
no matter
Okay.
like how serious it is.
It's unfortunate, but like, you know, different states have different laws and stuff, and unfortunately a lot of states, especially in like Europe, it's like 16's age consent. It's not a good thing. I'm just saying that like it's kind of the unfortunate reality.
Is right? Like even when Lion Maker, whatever his name was accused of, like it gave me a lot of anxiety.
You gotta be more careful with who you bring on.
You didn't think I existed before, Ian. I did.
Okay.
How come nobody wants?
I'm just trying to look. She was dating. She was. Oh wait, so she was 24 and he was 17. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's good, but it's the unfortunate laws, you know. Okay.
How come nobody wants to talk to me on here? Hey, so there may or may not have been some neglect on my YouTube channel for 6 months. I would make this person my world, and then I would expect them in turn to make, you know, have them make me their world.
All right, sounds like she's kind of a little manipulative, but okay. I mean,
Well, the more you Photoshop, the more you run away from self-acceptance. My photos are not real. You're also causing other people to not understand that it's okay to accept themselves. My photos are not real. It's a very detrimental thing to do. We all want to look our best. As terrible as the Holocaust was,
I trust her, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
obviously Hassan's just gonna simp for her anyway, regardless.
you know what you're doing?
He probably wants to fuck her. That's why.
What am I doing?
You're breaking my trust and in turn my heart.
What in God's non-existent name are you talking about?
I've sacrificed so much for this podcast. All the little Tumblerinas telling me that I'm cheating on my boy.
And you come out like that, just like ate that Tana, like Ian's like, what the f?
Fine, we'll get your girlfriend on here. And I reach out my hand and I say, here, Chris,
No, not most laws in the U.S. are okay, dude. Listen, I love you guys, but stop pretending that you know more than me. Sometimes it's annoying. Most laws in the U.S. are below 18 are for Romeo and Juliet. No, they're not. Like the age of consent, like half the fucking states in the United States are 16. It's insane. Like just Google. Like outside of Romeo and Juliet, the age of consent in like almost and like fucking every state. Like, oh, we'll just look it up. Holy shit. Like this is, and I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but like, okay, so all the blue is 16, all the fucking pea vomit color is 17, and all the green is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 states. Less than a third of the states are fucking 18. All right? I'm just letting you know. All right? A lot of them are blue. You go with I'm going to argue most of them are 16. All right? I'm just saying, okay? I'm not saying I support it. I'm saying that we have to acknowledge that laws are a reflection of the morals of our society. And that, that needs to be like you have to advocate for a change in the law. Okay? But this is how our like outside of the online poopy sphere, nobody really gives that much of a fuck. Like I know online everything is grooming and fucking rape and shit. In the real world, most people don't give a fuck about like a 17-year-old dating like a 24-year-old. I think it's uncomfortable. I think it tends to be problematic. But the reality is we need to operate within our society's standards and understand that like us online that do not touch grass, that doesn't like we are not the moral arbiters of the entire universe. Like we need to understand. Okay? Just letting you guys know. Like that's when you talk about these topics. When we talk about these topics, we got to like take a deep breath and go like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. All right.
Let's ignore the haters. Let's make a podcast anyways. And then you turn around and you fine. We'll get your girlfriend on here. Get off of the internet and pursue a fulfilling job.
What's it like to hear Ian do a bad unboxing? It's just like a bunch of just narcissistic screeching for like hours. Are you still going to New York for that concert?
Yes.
Are you sure you haven't canceled it? Are you sure you haven't canceled it? Because you
This is incredibly boring. What? I don't understand what's happening.
found the love of your life? You found the Pocahontas to your John Smith? You want to understand her land and her ways?
What are you saying?
You want to understand her land and her ways? Like she's your Pocahontas. So you come from two different worlds.
Your brain is not at a place yet where you're like, I'm doing this for me and I don't give a what anyone thinks, and you're going to focus on those negative comments. Guaranteed. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments.
I missed so much of what you said because you screamed it into the microphone like a lunatic, like a deranged, like psycho in solitary confinement.
She described you as a psycho fan in her video.
Yeah.
Because you found the love of your life? You found the Pocahontas to your John Smith?
Sure, you know that, but yeah, I guess you have insecurity.
Are we? Why do we keep playing that? Are we going with like the whole thing where Pocahontas was like fucking 12 and John Smith was like 30 or something? Like, what are we doing here?
Security about it.
Yeah.
Keemstar and people like him.
Shout out to Anisa, your wife. I mean, dude, I've been begging for a women's creator fight. We finally got it. You guys delivered. Creator Clash is a W for sure. Thank you guys.
He wants Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like that's kind of like Jerry Springer, but with like severe head injuries, basically.
Give me the most disgusting thing you could possibly think of.
Lacey,
You can't rely on yourself.
I don't know, because I'm impulsive.
Yeah, he always puts his work image before me. I didn't want. Okay.
And I don't like
I didn't want to fix him.
having the same thing all the time.
She didn't know.
Did you see Pyrocynical's video about Twitch girls lol?
No.
Why do you want me to see that so bad?
This actually makes me so mad.
Why? Claims to be an artist, is a known tracer. Damn, bro. That's fucked up. You know Overwatch 2 beta is out now? The tracer, that's what triggered that thought.
It's just unfortunate. You like flip a coin. You're either liked by the community or not liked, and it's basically decided on what the community has decided are like good commentary channels, and then the commentary channels give their subjective opinion or like, hate on somebody, and then the whole community decides to hate that person.
Maybe. I don't know. Listen, you know what's crazy is that the whole commentary community hates fucking React streamers, and you want to know what? I am somehow in pretty good standing with everybody in the commentary community. So, you know, maybe you just need to enjoy the ment. You know, maybe you just need to become. That's all you gotta do. All you need to do is become.
And it's just kind of sad because I just don't think it's very fair.
I think it's because I'm old. Yeah, I think it's because I'm an old boomer. And every time someone calls me a React streamer, I just like, okay, I don't care. It's just, hey, be cool.
What I said about Pyro, I'm just not in the mood for it. People seem to all of a sudden care what my opinion on it is.
It's just sad seeing somebody.
Well, it's because you're a girl. Right? When every single time somebody makes a video on some fat piece of shit, they're always like, Papa God, what do you think about Pyrocynical's video on big, fat, bald, dumb fucking pieces of shit? I'm like, well, I guess I gotta watch it because that is me, you know?
Ripped apart that hard. Fine, we'll get your girlfriend on here. It's a bit scary to rip somebody apart, you know, without really knowing.
I also take ownership for the Tana thing.
Okay, so there.
Check this out, though. At birth, a Dalmatian is always pure white. Read that on a Snapple fact. You know, it's also on this thing, too. It says, unfortunately, when they get older, they get poisoned by becoming black-skinned. Oh, my God. Fuck, that was just too much. That one was too much. That one was way too much. All right? Edit that out.
There may or may not have been some neglect on my YouTube channel.
Who cares if they disappeared for a year? I think I'm breaking up with Ian.
On my YouTube channel.
As soon as the content thing was coming close, he just switched gears and it wasn't even like I existed. All right, he put a lot of energy into his work. I think I'm breaking up with him. After our relationship scare and our last trip, I was a lot better and Ian seemed happier, but after I left this, it seemed like Ian's opinion on things didn't change much. He hadn't called me in 4 days, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they had a relationship issue. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's their fucking business. Who cares? Yeah, I just don't like how I'm being treated and I should have stopped a long time. Okay, these are private DMs. Why the fuck do I care about their issue with fucking 5 years ago in their goddamn relationship? Like, why the fuck does that matter? He kept saying, I won't find somebody like you again and I want to make it work. Okay?
Nobody's broken up.
It's a power thing. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's over. Okay.
Nothing's happening.
I tried to tell him there's a power issue, and he just won't see it from my side. Arguments are useless. Whatever. I'm just so sick of emotional. Blah 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 blah. Who fucking cares? This is her relationship. This is their relationship. Like, there's nothing manipulative happening here. It's her venting to somebody, and then the person leaked it like a fucking weirdo.
Stop asking my mom questions.
Ian, as
Things happening.
I'll read the last one because the last one.
Stop asking my mom questions.
And when I called upset, he said, "Oh yeah, I guess there are times where I could have called. I just feel like a loser." Okay, yeah, it sounds like he was a little neglectful. Like, whatever. Okay, I don't care.
Ian,
it's their relationship,
as well as everybody else on that platform, they don't have the ability to end the plague. Look at how Tana Mongoose doing right now, and that's what bothers me.
Instead of me being an angry,
fine, we'll get your girlfriend on here.
I should be focusing on myself and on my dad and his happiness and on my family and their happiness and my stream and its success and YouTube and you guys. Like,
no, but it'd still be in a row.
So we were both right.
Yeah.
So
it
we
was
were both
one of the
right.
few arguments where we both came out on top.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I think a lot of my opinions were a little bit like
I feel like Anisa, that's her name, probably always tops iDubbbz. iDubbbz looks like kind of a beta. I'm just saying, bro. And that's fine. You do you, man. You do your, everybody's right to their relationship. You know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
What's the word?
Libertarian?
Yeah.
But you don't get it, Papa. She wasn't happy 100% of the time. She was abusive. Dude, you guys throw the word abusive around like it's fucking candy, rocks. I don't know. Something that's a lot of things. There are a lot of. Show me abuse. Show me what actual abuse is. Oh, she was kind of mean. Oh my God. What does abuse mean to you? What is abuse to you? Sometimes she would be mean to iDubbbz. Oh, the /s is sarcasm. Bro, I don't do Reddit. I don't understand. Sorry. Listen. I don't know what that means. I don't get it, dude. Okay? I'm old as shit. Oh, /s means sarcasm. How the fuck am I supposed to know that? God damn it.
I just kind of stupid.
This is really bad. Yikes takes. Why is it bad?
I look like a typical Reddit user. Okay, well, looks can be deceiving.
It's bad that I'm trying to be a reasonable human being, and I think we, like, hate people way too aggressively online that don't really deserve it.
She's not wrong about that. Fundamentally, I don't know what she's referring to specifically, but
Give me the most disgusting thing you could possibly think of.
Lacey,
It's bad that I'm trying to be a reasonable human being, and I think we, like, hate people way too aggressively online that don't really deserve it. You know what you're doing?
What am I doing?
You're breaking my trust, and in turn, my heart.
God, I don't
Bring it.
care.
What in God?
I've sacrificed
This sounds like she's just fucking with this dude.
so much for this podcast. All the little Tumblrinas telling me that I'm cheating on my boy. Fine, we'll get your girlfriend on here.
There's like some days where I ask Ian, like, have I ruined your life?
it's just like a bunch of just autistic screeching.
But like Ian and how he
She said the thing that everybody still says in the commentary community. Cancel this bitch. I mean, like, yeah, you'd be like, well, she says that, you shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. Apparently they've changed. Like, whatever. I don't really care. Again, I don't really give a fuck. They changed. Like, the only issue I have is that Ian pretends that he wasn't the person he used to be. He's like, oh, I was never this guy. They just thought I was. It's like, no, you were. Just say you were and you changed. Who cares?
feels about how he wants to put himself on the internet has changed.
Because you screamed it into the microphone like a lunatic, like a deranged, like psycho in solitary confinement.
They found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries.
You gotta be more careful with who you bring on.
Are we good? The video? What is this? Is there more here, or what we're just typing? Just trying to hit that 9-minute mark.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Yeah.
You know,
was that what they were doing on the stream? Like, not every moment of the stream is going to be fucking gold. Sometimes I just sit here and fucking mute myself and try to fart. Okay, it's a great video.